Frick my life, I'm so excited. Hello everybody and welcome once again back to another video on my channel. Now this week I thought I'd give you my reactions, my reviews, my thoughts on some movies coming out very soon which are getting me very excited because I'm not Megan, I'm not a movie channel, she's the queen of that, but I just figured because there's quite a lot of exciting things coming up, I thought like I would talk about it. So basically I want to talk about the fact that I've just seen the new Grinch film.
Mr. Grinch.
And that was everything. Like, I mean, you just have to bear in mind that it's different to the Jim Carrey version. Like, you have to kind of separate the fact that it's like a remake, you know what I mean? Because the storyline's slightly different in the new one. Because basically Cindy Lou has no dad, and it's about her mum and stuff. Obviously, in the original it's completely different. But so, separating that in mind, as a film on its own, it is really, really good because it's by obviously Illumination, who make Despicable Me and Minions and all that, and Secret Life of Pets and stuff. So in general, like the visuals are amazing. I love any Dr. Seuss animation or non-animation film, but just Dr. Seuss in general. So I personally loved it, and I'm gonna get it on DVD or Blu-ray when it comes out, definitely, because I want to rewatch it again. And it has like a couple new bits in it. There's a funny goat, there's some funny reindeers, and it's just like more visually Dr. Seuss as well. So I just personally, I don't have a preference, but I love both of them, but I definitely like the new one. And also, fun fact, there's a new Leica company film coming out called The Missing Link, which looks really good. Anything Leica I love.
Come face to face with the incredible legend that connects us all. Still there.
They're people who made Coraline, Box Trolls, them films, and also it gets me more excited because that's the sort of company where I would hopefully love to work for one day. Hi guys, if you're watching, because they're stop motion company, and obviously I'm like my specialist skill is mostly stop motion, so I would hopefully love to work for them one day. And they do all these great works that everyone knows, and they're getting a really big company now, so everyone get behind them, support them, and go watch that film when it comes out, because that looks really good as well, like about Mission Link. So it'll be the same quirky, fun films that they always do, and like fun little characters. That'd be fun too. Next film we're talking about is the new Mary Poppins. Frick my life, I'm so excited. Because I don't know why I'm so excited, I just am, but I mean, I fell in, obviously everyone loves the original one, the 19 whatever it is, Julie Andrews, and I just think, especially for back in those days, I think it was like the 60s or something, the way they managed to put animation in to a live action and all that was outstanding, breaking records or whatever, and blah 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 back in the day. And I think also, where I've watched the film Saving Mr. Banks, if you've not seen it, it's about how Mary Poppins, the film, was allowed to be made. And I think watching that and that, it puts it together, it just makes you really love the film that bit more. And I'm a sucker for anything Disney anyway, but so knowing that and then with it being all these 50 years later or however long it is, it just looks just as amazing as the original, and obviously Emily Blunt is going to be amazing at it, and I think no one else could really do a better Mary Poppins than her. And like just all these teasers and these trailers, and it just, I don't know, I just watch it and it feels magical. Do you know what I mean? Like, not with every trailer does that, does it? And something about that one in particular, I literally get like bubbly inside about it. And like I watched the trailer like 5 times, like when I first come out and everything. I'm 100% I'm going to see it the day it comes out with my family, because I'm just so excited for it. And it's got Meryl Streep in it, Colin Firth, all these people which, like, if you think about it, back in the day with Julie Andrews and that, the actors in that film, David Tomlinson, who was in Bed of Music, them people were like their generation of actors, and now these years later we've got this generation of actors, that, for example the Meryl Streeps, the Emily Blunts. And what's really special about it is Dick Van Dyke's back in it, and he's the banker that he played in the original one, which I didn't even realise he played the banker in the original one until not long ago. But he's back and he's playing the banker, and so this is all exciting and everything to me, and I can't wait. So very excited for a few more weeks and then I can see it. Next one I want to talk to you about is Secret Life of Pets.
Don't want to go to the vet!
The vet? No! No,
Let's
no,
go,
no!
buddy.
You tricked me!
First time here?
Yeah?
They've announced a sequel to that, come out of nowhere, and I didn't realise, and I'm ready for it. Secret Life of Pets, the first one was amazing. I've got all the little statues and everything, some teddies. I was obsessed. So to do a second one, I can't wait. I've only done a teaser trailer, but it looks just as funny as the original, and so down for that. Today, the trailer has finally come out, and that is for the new Dumbo film. And oh my god, once again speechless, like once again filled with the magic and everything, because everyone loves the original Dumbo, which turns out it's not actually even that long, it's only about an hour long, but they fit so much into it and it was everything because Disney classic Dumbo, hello. And then remake, and also not only is it a remake, but it's a Tim Burton one, and everything Tim Burton does is magic, as we all know anyway. But I think he's really going to be able to really capture the essence of like how we feel sorry for Dumbo since he's a circus elephant and all that. And I just can't wait because it's like, because I think especially with remakes it's great because it's a remake and live action, but with this one I think what makes it extra special is what they're remaking is an elephant, and because we have elephants in real life we know what they look like in real life, unlike for example like the Grinch when he was a live action compared to the animation we didn't know what he looked like, so okay cool. But with like this film, like, it's because like I guess you can feel more, it will feel more realistic because we can relate to what elephants are like in real life, if that makes sense. And so yeah, and it's like based obviously on the circus and it looks really good, and especially with Great Showman just coming out like circus themed not long ago, and then this kind of circus theme seems to be a thing I mean as well, which is really good and interesting as well. But and I just really pray to God that they have the drunken elephant scene in the remake, because there's been hints of stuff similar in the trailer but it's not been the same, but I don't know, we'll see when it comes out, but a few more months and then we will finally see it. And then my last one, the one you've been waiting for, is Toy Story 4. Now
I don't belong here!
The panic is attacking me!
Oh boy!
Now, first of all, if anyone asks me my favourite film is Toy Story. I have two, Toy Story and Peter Pan, because, well, Peter Pan's my favourite character, because I relate, but Toy Story is my favourite film, because I grew up with it. It came out the year I was born, and so, Toy Story 1 back in 1995, it was everything to me, obviously having everything, and then obviously Toy Story 2 when I was a bit older, so once again, it's still part of my life, I'm growing up with it. And then it was like 2013 or something, Toy Story 3 came out, after we didn't think there was going to be any more, because you just forget about it. You're like, oh, them films were amazing, but they'll never do another one, and then they did another one. And then Toy Story 3, being more older, I could appreciate it more as a film, as an animation student and that. Also partly because Andy in the film was kind of like my age as well, so we're the same age, like people of my generation, we're all the same age and going to college ourselves, and it's very relatable, so like, not only is it just a good film, it's relatable as the characters, and some of the toys in it you see are toys that I had personally had growing up, like the little phone in the third one, I had one of them growing up for example, and so it's very relatable as well once again. And then another 5 years later, Toy Story 4, and now, I mean, I'm not going to lie, nobody asked for Toy Story 4 because we were like, oh my god, sad ending. But I'm glad they have done a Toy Story 4 because, well, from what I've heard, it's Woody and Bo Peep getting back together. So really, we need that because they were everything in the first one, and Woody's just on his own, you know. So if anything, like as fans, we need this rather than we need a film. So that's very exciting. And not only that, but any film I love, I'll have a sequel, thank you very much. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a Toy Story, I'm quite happy to have a number 4. I'm quite happy to have another 10, because it's one of the films you can't really get hold of, especially growing up with it. It's just part of you. So I personally am obsessed. So, and I watched. There's just a teaser trailer, and there's a new character which is a fork. So that seems interesting and fun. And then there's like a duck and a bunny which they've got like a little clip thing of, and they seem very interesting. So once again, there'll be new characters as well. So that's the thing about Toy Story. They can always introduce new toys, and it's ones that you might have had before, like I said. So like you can be like, oh, I had one of them, and it's exciting to see what it's like come to life, all that sort of thing. So me now, for it coming out when I was born, and now coming out again when I'll nearly be 24 when the next one comes out, and it's just never going to end because it's like one of the things you can never get rid of, really. Let's be honest. And then lastly, well, I said lastly a minute ago, but just a fun fact, apparently they are bringing back Shrek, but I'm confused because they're rebooting it with the original cast, or at least some of them, but they're not doing a sequel. So I don't know if they're rebooting like a new Shrek film and pretending the others didn't exist, and like, here you go, Cameron Diaz is in this new film Shrek when it's already come out, or they're making it a TV show. Well, I'm not quite sure. I've only read an article on it, but personally, I'm like one of the biggest lovers of Shrek in the world. So for them, if they ruin it, no. If they make it better, or, well, they can't make it better, but if they keep on top of it, then okay. But it's one of the things we're going to have to wait to see develop before we can make any real judgment. So there we go, that is my information for you. As you can see, I've been very excited because Disney and Dr. Seuss and all these companies just do amazing films, amazing works. So yeah, if you did like this video, please feel free to give it a like, share it with friends, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with another.